Welcome to a new video in my home automation series, and today I want to show you this new product from Sonoff, and this is a Zigbee water leak sensor, so SNZB05P. This is a brand new product. It was released on the 20th of August, 20th of June, so roughly about 7 days ago when I'm making this recording. And yeah, it is a water leak sensor. So if you have any leakage in your home, then you can just place this sensor and it's going to send you a message when the water leak is detected. And then it's going to send you another message once this is no longer detected. So it is using these two prongs. This is quite usual to have these type of devices, but this is the first time that we have them from Sonoff. And besides these two prongs, which detects water in a single point, you also get this cable, and this cable is not a charging cable, but this is a detection cable. So if you connect it to this device, it's just basically a magnetic connection, and it sits on these prongs. Then if water touches anywhere in this line, it's going to detect water leakage. So now you can detect water leakage along the line. So in this video, I'm going to test this product out, and obviously this is Sonoff, so I tested in the eWeLink application using my NS Panel Pro that you can see here, and I also tested with the iHost, and in both of the environments they work just fine. I also tried to pair this with a Tuya Zigbee sensor, and the Tuya recognized this, but there were a couple of things which were not exactly working. So for example, the battery was showing that the battery is flat, although it has a new battery, and Sonoff says that the battery is 100%. So I think, yeah, something is not working on the battery, and also the some of the UI elements were not translated to English. But still, it looks like that it was working, and at some point I also lost connection with it, but then it came back. So yeah, something is not exactly working for Tuya, but again, it's not designed for Tuya, but I will always do this test with any Zigbee device. And finally, I also tested it with Zigbee to MQTT, and unfortunately it is not supported yet. Maybe I have a fairly recent version of the Zigbee to MQTT, but also this is a very new device, so maybe just in a couple of weeks or a month it will be supported. Let me show you the device page, Sonoff page, so you can see the detection device, and then it basically shows images, and it shows how you can do this extended detection support with the cable, and the various scenes that you can create, and yeah, couple of applications. And well, it says coming, but it's already released. The only other reason I wanted to open this, it shows you how you can daisy chain the detection cables together. It doesn't really say how many you can extend. Yeah, it says in high humidity condition, the water leak detection cable may trigger a leak detection. So yeah, just be aware of that. It says without any limit to the total length. So that's interesting. And yeah, so the other thing they say that they have using these gold-plated probes to prevent corrosion, and it says the battery life is 5 years because they are using these FAT CR2477 batteries, and that's it. Yeah, that's also a good idea, is that with a new Zigbee hub which can detect, create a sound, you can create a scene which basically just plays a sound like an alert on the Zigbee hub, but you can do this in the iHost as well. That's something that didn't occur to me, but that's actually a good idea. The only other reason I wanted to come here, because I just wanted to check the price, how much this thing is selling at iTeed, because I'm pretty sure you can buy the cable separately as well. So you can see the price here. You also get some discount at the moment. And yeah, so the detection cable is $8 USD, and the device itself, okay, so if you want to buy the device with the detection cable, it's $15.90, and if you want to just the device, it's basically $10 at the moment, with all the different discount codes that you can see up here. So I think showing this product is going to be very quick, because well, it is a very simple thing. So what you can see here is that you get this unit, which, I mean, it has some writing on the top, so you can see the different the model number is SNZB05P, and it runs on this really fat, big CR2477 cells. So I definitely need to get a few of them, because all the new Zigbee sensors use that. And on the back side, you have the two prongs. So that's what it's going to use to detect moisture or water. So by the default, you place it like this on a surface where you expect some water leakage. And then, so this prong is, I think it's going to be just above the surface, just a little bit. So if there is a little bit of moisture left on the surface, then it's not going to detect it. But as soon as there is like a sort of like something thicker than a film of water, then it's going to trigger. And you can also, it's a little bit tight, but you can unscrew this top cover, and you can pop off this cover, and that's where you find the battery cell. And if you ever need to reset the device, there is a button for resetting it. But that's pretty much it. And you have a QR code. So when you, well, when you add the device, you can use the QR code. But to be honest, what I did on the NS Panel Pro is I just said, you know, add the new device. And this, when I removed the battery tab, it was already in pairing mode, so it did the pairing. And then the other thing is, which I already said, is that you have this detection cable, and this has a USB-C connector. So that's not for power, but that's only for connection, because it also has a USB-C socket. So you can buy a second of these cable, and this is called Water Leak Detection Cable VLDC200. And basically you can daisy chain them. And as I said, it detects water along this cable. So it hooks onto like this. There is a magnetic clip. So it sort of like clips on with some magnets. So then you can place this unit, well, it doesn't have to be on the floor anymore. You can place it anywhere else. But then you would run this cable whenever you want to detect leakage or water. And actually my NS Panel Pro is here. So we can just see the screen. So I just want to show you that, because that is going to show the notification that water is detected. So I have some water here, and I mean, I'm just going to dip this cable into this water, and then you can see it says water dripping. So that's how long it takes to detect water. So this is really quick. And then basically any part of this cable, if any part of this cable gets wet, then water will be detected. So you can use this cable to detect water intrusion or water presence along a line, basically. And of course, it will take some time for this, like it looks like braided wire, to completely dry. So for that time being, it's going to show that you know, water is dripping. So water is detected. But once it completely dries, then it will send another status saying that there is no water detected anymore. So I think that's also really nice, because of course, in most cases, you don't have a, you know, like a low spot where you can definitely detect water, but maybe you just have a line where you know that there is some drippage between, maybe behind a couple of appliances. Then you can use this cable to detect that. Just make sure that, you know, this cable lies flat on the surface and not sort of up in the air, but that should be easy. So first of all, I'm going to use my NS Panel Pro as my Zigbee hub in order to show you how this works. And I think I'm going to use this program. I'm going to leave this here so we can actually see the screen. And if I scroll to the right, you can see that the leak sensor is here, so it's 05P. And at the moment it shows there is no leak detected. And yeah, so obviously, well, hopefully there is no leak. So that's good. And if I just, I guess I can use my fingers just to show you how it works. So now it says water leak detected. So you get this notification on the screen, and you also go to the, yeah, on the top of the screen. And if I go here, if I go back to the screen now, it shows that water dripping and then no leak detected, because I was just pressing it for a very short amount of time. So this you know, really shows how it works. And at the same time, I want to show you how it looks like in the app as well. So now you can see the water leak sensor, so 0P, and again it shows normal. And if I go to the history record, then I can see all the different detections. And we just get a different type of navigation if I you know, if water is detected. So I'm just going to wet my fingers and I'm going to click on the prawns, and you see you get this notification, you get this animation that water is detected. And there is no water detected. And of course it works the same for the cable as well, or this detection cable. And in the app you don't really find an awful lot. You can obviously create local smart scenes, so you get like a pump running. So for example, you can create a trigger that say if the smart device, if a leak is detected, then you want to, well, you can do push notification as well. Obviously, you can get a push notification to yourself, or maybe you can get a pump started. So maybe you have a, well, it's basically any device, but let's say the Zigbee Mini, which is connected to a pump. Then you turn it on, and then your pump starts running as soon as water is detected. So that's simple. And of course, you would create another smart scene that once the water is no longer detected, then it's going to turn off the pump. But yeah, I don't want to save this. And that's basically, you know, how it looks like. There is not anything else that you can do here. I mean, you can just enable this push notification, so you will get a notification on your phone, so you don't have to create that scene where you you know, generate notification, because, you know, with this, the device is going to send you notification. And it's going to also send you notification when water is detected and when the leak is no longer detected. So I think that's nice. And that's pretty much what you get in the eWeLink app. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to remove this device from my NS Panel Pro. So I just did that. So that is no longer linked to the NS Panel Pro, and it is still being deleted. And in the meantime, yeah, it says it's deleted, and I think, yeah, it's no longer appearing here. So I'm just logging into my NS Panel Pro and set, yeah, home, and oops, sorry, let me just resize the screen so you can see the whole thing. Yep. So I'm just going to click here, new, and add Zigbee device, and then pair. So hopefully this is in pairing mode. And well, to be honest, I'm just assuming that it is in pairing mode, because it usually detects whenever it's getting disconnected from a previous device. But if not, then I can use the button to reset it. And actually, let me just do that. Oh, and the new device is found. So as you can see, it is the water leak detector. And actually, my cable is still, the detection cable is still wet. So if I connect it, then yeah, you can see that it shows that it's dripping. Can I get rid of this? Great. Yeah, well, I've already done the pairing, so I don't need you anymore. Okay, so then it shows that it's dripping. And here in the settings, yeah, you can assign it to a room, but that's pretty much it. Yeah, I want to view the records. So, okay, no detected, and then dripping. So it looks like that it is, the cable is now drying up, so it just switches between these two different states. But, or maybe the connection wasn't really sturdy between the cable and the device. But anyway, so it shows that it's dripping. And yeah, so it just shows up as an end device, and it has an icon, and it just has these two statuses. And of course you can create a scene. So if I want to add a new scene, then smart device, and where is the, I don't know what it's called. Oh, Sonoff water leak detector. And it has two statuses. So you can create an automation when it is dripping or when there is no leak detected. So it behaves exactly the same way as it behaves in the eWeLink. And again, you can set up an automation that, okay, if it is detected, then I want to switch on a smart device, let's say the POW, I want to turn it on because that's where the pump is connected. And then, so this will turn on the pump. And then of course you would create another scene to turn it off once, you know, no leak is detected. But it's very simple, it works just fine. And to be honest, I mean, this is what I pretty much expected from this device. And let me also jump over to Zigbee to MQTT. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to delete this device from here. Delete device. done. Okay, and let me just switch over to Zigbee to MQTT. And okay, so this is blinking, showing that it is ready to be paired again. So let me just click here, and we wait for this device to be found. And I don't know whether this device is supported by Zigbee to MQTT, so it already shows up as a new device. So let's see. And yeah, it shows that it's unsupported device at the moment. So maybe, yeah, oh, it shows a battery level at the moment and a link quality, but it doesn't show any other properties at the moment. So I'm not saying that my Zigbee to MQTT is absolutely updated. And again, this is a brand new device. So I think support for that, we just have to wait for a little bit longer. But I'm pretty sure this would be coming soon. Maybe I should revisit this in a couple of weeks' time. Okay, so in order to test it in Tuya, I now have to remove it from here. Okay, just I usually select force remove. I don't know if it makes any difference. But again, so this is now removed, and I think I probably have to get this into pairing mode again. Maybe I have to do this time. So, and then, okay, so now it is blinking, and let me take my phone, which has the Tuya, and I'm going to add a sub device, and it is blinking at the moment. And let's see if we can find it. Okay, and it appeared, so it says it is a water sensor. Yeah, I'm just going to leave it on the default name, so let's see how it looks like. And ooh, it is reporting a low battery, which is definitely not the case because, well, I just started using it, so it has new battery. So let me just connect this sensor. So we should get an alert. Yep. And then, yeah, we get a flooding alarm. And the alarm is turned on by default. So again, we have a history. Yep, so we have some history here. We have a big button. We have a message on the top. And oops, yeah, we can turn on all these notifications separately in the Tuya app, that if we have flooding alarm, low battery, or a sensor lose. But I'm guessing that would be pretty much it, yeah. And yeah, I can do offline notification, which is pretty much the same what we have just done. No updates are available, and yeah. So yeah, it shows the same information what it did in all the other systems. Let me just see if I disconnect it, then yeah, the status changes and it says that flooding is no longer detected, or there is no flooding anymore. The history doesn't update that quickly, but anyway. And if I go out of this device, then if I go to the scenes, I can probably set up a scene similar how I did in the other system. So when smart device changes, water sensor, and okay. So I should turn on translation for this. Probably I'm going to take a screenshot and translate it. I'm pretty sure one says leak detection and probably the other says battery or something like that. So, but still, I mean, it doesn't have the nice text what we got in the other systems, but I would assume that in one of these options, on means that water is detected and off means that no water is detected. So I would be able to create the same set of scenarios that I explained in the previous settings. So probably this water sensor is being recognized as a device which is similar to what another manufacturer is sold, and they haven't done all the translation for the UI. But regardless, I mean, I have seen this for some of the other devices, and even if the translation were not correct, the the functionality was all there and it was working fine. And I think on the main screen, we see this device correctly, so I have no reason to suspect that it is not working well despite the battery. So it's like half thing. So I would say that this is best to be used with the Sonoff system. It sort of works with Tuya as well, although as I was talking, the sensor just went offline, so yeah, maybe not. So definitely Sonoff Zigbee systems or iHost, so eWeLink or iHost is the one that I would definitely recommend. And as I said, probably Zigbee to MQTT is coming as well. So this concludes my review video of this very useful and very nice looking and feature rich Zigbee water leak detector from Sonoff. If you are interested in this product, I'm going to leave purchasing links in the video description. But I think that will be all for today. Thanks for watching, and hopefully see you in the next video.